that are affecting me. Rising crime, poverty, issues in my own country. But today we're talking about it. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Ain't nobody wants to open their mouth, but we don't speak out. At the Youth Zone, searching for solutions for the issues in our nation. That's the only way we know that we can make it. It's going down. At the Youth Zone, we may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Hello everyone, welcome to season 4, the final part of our finale. Can you imagine that? It's been an exciting time. Can you believe it comes to an end so quick?
No, not really.
Interesting. Listen, we started our finale show, as you know, last week. We had some exciting young people on who have excelled in their academic year, either in pageantry or in academics. They were so smart.
Yes,
I mean, it was really exciting. We had a great show talking with them last week. Yep. And of course, they began the party. And this show, we put an ending on the party, don't we?
Yes.
And we talk about the summer, what's going to happen for the summer months and what you're going to be doing for the summer, that kind of stuff. And summertime is always a good time to relax and have fun. I'm looking forward to it. What about you, Lexi?
This summer, I'm actually an intern for a social media blogger, so I'm going to be delving a little deeper into the world of journalism in the Bahamas, and I'm really excited for it. Awesome. But I think another important thing that people should do during the summertime is take it as a time to reflect and rejuvenate yourself. Build on the mistakes that you've made last year, be a little better, figure out what you want to work on, so that next year you can be like, I got this.
Awesome.
Yep. And a great way to do that is to get involved. There are so many summer camps this year, and you should actually get one. You know, I'm actually going to be in a summer camp called Youth Development Through the Arts. Ooh, and, you know, at the end of the month, we'll be putting on a play, and I think you should be there.
I'll be there.
But, you know, just get involved.
So, I mean, involvement is important, and I think people should be involved in positive things throughout the summer. But I also think people should have time to just relax, take the load off, take the pressure off,
yes,
and just stay cool. You know, when temperature get too high in this country, people start doing some strange stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think it's important for people just to relax, rest, and take it easy. You've worked hard all year,
yes,
and so it's also a time to have a good time. Go on the beach, you know, enjoy the water, and just do some good things. So that's what we're going to do on this show today. This is the second part of our finale when we actually really say goodbye on this show. Yeah. And so we're actually going to be talking about the summer ahead, what we're going to be doing, what's happening, what's not happening, where you should be, where you should not be. Some exciting things straight ahead. So stay close to Youth Zone. We'll continue right after this.
There are a lot of camps that are going to be available for young people to occupy their time and be enriched in something that's beneficial to them.
I plan to volunteer in the 3 places. I want to volunteer to Soup Kitchen. I'm going to volunteer to Pocket Summer Camp for engineers, for overseas students. I'm going to try, I'm working to volunteer at Doctor's Hospital.
I ain't watching TV though. I ain't doing nothing. I sleeping late every morning. I ain't getting up early. I figure that's what young people want to do for the summer.
It's going down at the Youth Zone. We may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Welcome back to our final finale show. We're the only show with special. We get 2 episodes for our finale show. And of course, this is our second episode, and we're talking about summer break. You deserve to take the break, take a rest from it. Yes. So of course, let's talk to them for one final time in this season, the life of the party, the Muse, with all the views. Talking about our TYZ panel. Hey y'all, welcome back one last time. We'll be saying goodbye to some of you. You won't be back next season. So let's talk to some of you. Really, summer break. What does that mean to you? What should people be doing? What you gonna be doing?
Well, I know a lot of young people. They know it's summer. They know no more lunch money, so they must go there and find a summer job.
Not sure enough.
Work,
I will be dedicating my time to the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Beautiful.
Because you know, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture has set a mandate to provide access and opportunity for young people all over the country. So They have employment opportunities at the Ministry of Youth that a lot of young people are going to be getting involved in. And youth development through the arts, yes, of course.
We get it.
I just want to
There are a lot of camps that are going to be available for young people to occupy their time and be enriched in something that's beneficial to them.
All right. Thank you for giving us that
Welcome.
public service announcement. Go ahead.
Well, for me personally, I'm trying to be a bit more altruistic, so I'm going to volunteer a bit more.
A bit more.
Altruistic.
I'm sorry.
Altruistic.
Some of us don't
Oh,
understand.
sorry, no, okay, selfless and giving. Well, trying to give back more.
Okay, just check and make sure you know the meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You got some politicians use big words.
I
They know
know,
what it
no,
means.
I know.
So you're making sure. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, I plan on volunteering to 3 places. I want to volunteer to Soup Kitchen. I'm going to volunteer to Hackett Summer Camp for engineers, to overseas students. I'm going to try. Then I'm working to volunteer at Doctor's Hospital because I did a job. I did a job training there a while ago, but they said I could come back there and help train because I want to be more. Because I'm going inside the medical industry, right? So I'm trying to be a bit more caring, efficient. Yeah, I'm trying to see what people need. Yeah. So that's what I do. And then I go and do some swimming classes. And then, yeah, and then this gym. That's me.
All right, that sounds like the whole summer to me. All right, anybody else?
Well, my summer plans include working and staying active inside the community. Important thing that I think that everybody should do, they should be proactive and stay out of trouble, because if you don't have anything to do, you'll find something that's probably not beneficial to you.
Is that you?
Yeah.
You easy to get in trouble?
No, not me.
Okay.
That's true.
Just ask. Okay. Anybody else? That's you know you got to work through the whole summer. So stop acting brand new.
I may have to work, but I do have a life outside work.
Oh, excuse us.
Okay. So, but yeah, my summer plans really do include work. How ironic is that? But besides work, I'm also involved in many other things. I'm also involved in an organization, Full Life Outreach, which was also a new organization that was nominated for one of the Kazik Awards coming in July. I feel as though that everybody should become a part of Full Life Outreach. It's a Christian organization that gives back to the community. It's very beneficial. We also give back to the Elizabeth Children Home, the hostel, and Great Life Commission, or Commission Great Life?
Great Commission.
Well, all of the words were included, so I got it right. And then I also plan on traveling, taking a cruise, and then I'm deciding on whether or not I should go to school in Scotland, because I got a scholarship to go to Edinburgh Nepal University, which is in Scotland. I haven't decided whether or not if I want to go there or just decide to do online courses. So, yeah, so it's just not work for me, Mr. Watson.
And that's good, because some of you have so much extravagant plans. I mean, I thought young people were going to be like, I ain't watching TV, I ain't doing nothing, I sleeping late every morning, I ain't getting up early. I figured that's what young people want to do for the summer.
all night.
But I figured the air conditioning off in your house, you ain't no motivation to sleep there all day.
But I mean, I feel as though it's important for a lot of the younger persons who are still inside school to be proactive during the summer. And like Lexi said, take a time to reflect, get involved. Don't get distracted, because the summertime does allow a lot of distraction to to just seep right in. So I would advise you to, there's a lot of summer camps out there for this summer. So look for it, search for it, go Google, Facebook, it's all over the social media. So just look for something to be proactive in.
Oliver, what are you doing for the summer?
Well, my objective for the summer is I'm taking up flag football so I can become a more athletic person. On top of that, I'll be working with both the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and the Ministry of Housing throughout July and August. And
You got 2 government jobs.
You need to post to let
Who
everybody
you know? Who you know? Listen, if it happens, it happens. Okay, so you're gonna be working and you're doing flag football.
yes, sir.
Wow.
That's interesting. Okay, so it seems that the basic scenario is working. What about you in the audience? How many of you gonna be working this summer in the audience? Working? Okay. Hands down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Money.
How many of you just gonna be going to camp this summer? Camp? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Stay at
Okay.
home.
How many just gonna be home chilling this summer? Okay, interesting. So, regardless of what you're going to be doing, the bottom line is do something positive and get involved in it. We're gonna find out exactly what you should be doing in the summer, what's available to you, and also some tips that you should have from our very special guests, and they'll be up right after the break. Stay with us. You're watching the finale show, The Youth Zone.
Unfortunately, 1 out of every 2 students don't graduate. And so our aim is to improve that. For students, we want you to make sure that you don't just slack off during the school year. We want you to find some way to keep your brain stimulated.
So we have a summer that has so many jobs and so many programs and so many things going on. And what frustrates me most is that the persons that are knocking down our doors for a young person to get a summer job, in them, is their parents.
It's going down at the Youth Zone. We may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Here to save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Welcome back to the season 4 finale of the Youth Zone. It's an exciting time. We're talking about what we're going to be doing for the summer, or at least what y'all going to be doing for the summer, because for the summer we know what I'm going to be doing for the summer.
Work.
No, like on vacation. I'm working. So we're talking about good, positive things that you can do. We want to talk right now to some of the experts, and not just experts, but these people have been with us making season 4 the best season we've ever had. They're also sponsors of the Youth Zone, and we're so happy that they were able to sponsor the show during season 4, and we look forward to the same kind of partnership in season 5. Please welcome our guest. She is, of course, from the Communications Department at the Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology, Ms. Nikki Bethel. And, of course, he is the Director of Youth in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture, Mr. Darren Turnquest, who's already looking like he's on vacation. Welcome to the show. Listen, could you all applaud them, please? So, summer's approaching. The kids have done the whole school year. Let's start with you, Nikki. They've done the whole academic school year. What should be happening for the summer for them?
Well, for some of our students, they will have to do summer school, which is an initiative of the Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology. And next year, 2017, will be the first graduating class of the Bahamas High School Diploma. And so we want to make sure that as many students as possible graduate. Our goal for the Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology is to increase our graduation rate from 50% to 85% by 2030. And unfortunately, 1 out of every 2 students don't graduate. And so our aim is to improve that. And so for students, we want you to make sure that you don't just slack off during the school year. We want you to find some way to keep your brain stimulated. And like I said, we have a summer enrichment program. And when parents would have collected their child's report cards Thursday past, they would have received a letter indicating which students will be required to do summer school. And so for a long time, it wasn't mandatory. Now we've made it mandatory in our public schools, just so that the students get the additional help that they need. It's free of charge. And it's going to run from the 27th of June to the 22nd of July. So it's 4 weeks. And so we're doing everything we can, and we would have collected the data. We would have known the students that would have met the requirements. And
I like how you put it, met the requirements.
yes, and those that didn't. And a lot of times students don't know, or parents don't know, or the school don't know. And so we've taken a very proactive approach to collect all of the data so that we can inform the school, we can inform students, we can inform parents as to exactly where their child is or their children are, to make sure that when graduation day comes, they're not saying, well, I didn't know this or I didn't know that. So we're keeping them informed. And so we want them to be very, very proactive. We're doing everything we can to improve student achievement, and parental involvement is the #1 focus as well. Parents have to take a greater interest in their children's education and children's learning. And research and statistic proves that children whose parents are involved tend to do a lot better. And so I just want to appeal to all parents to get involved in your child's learning. It's not just good enough to send them to school, but you have to know what they're doing, how they're performing. And even for children to take greater responsibility for their education. Don't just go to school. I just find it amazing. Our children love to go to school. Like, children love to go to school in the Bahamas. Everybody loves to go to school. But when you're to school, you have to make the most of that time there. And you can't just be there socializing. And I just want to put into children's, particularly our high school students, the importance of having that high school diploma, because when you graduate, it either sets the stage for tertiary education, for job placement. It really is your ticket to what is next for your life. And research again states that children who get a high school diploma over their working career are able to make up to $250,000 more than the person that doesn't have their high school diploma. So you have to realize the value of it, and sometimes you think, what good is a high school diploma? But having a high school diploma means that person that finishes high school, and when I say finish, you would have gone to school for 12 years, but not left with a high school diploma. You come out and you're struggling, and you don't have to. Because if you get that high school diploma, chances are you're employable, you have the basic skills, and once you possess those skills, then you can always move to the next level. And so we really, really, really want to appeal to parents, to students, to take greater interest in your education, to take it seriously, and to know that it really sets the stage for the next phase of your life.
So let me get this statistic again. That's still stuck in my head. 1 out of every 2 students don't graduate.
Yes.
So what they doing?
They're attending school, and for the most part, they just don't have an interest in education, or they don't understand the value of it. And let me say this off of the top, because I think our students from the twins from C.H. Rees are a good example. A lot of people wonder what it is in our system, why so many people are failing. It's not necessarily the lack of resources in the system. It's not necessarily that we don't have good teachers or we don't have what we need. A lot of times it's just that that emphasis doesn't come from home. And I'm sure if we were to ask those twins, and even the young lady that was the primary school student of the year, and even the student from the government high school, their parents are intricately involved in their education. And we see every year where students from our public schools are getting scholarships to St. Andrews and other private schools, and the private schools are actually looking to recruit the top students from our public schools. So if they can learn, nothing's stopping their peers from learning. They just have to understand the value and the importance of an education. And I think it's going to take a national effort for us as a country to re-emphasize the importance of education. Education for our forefathers would have taken them from poverty to prosperity. And we have to realize how important that is. Both Mr. Turnquest and I can vouch for that. Our education has paved the way for us. And so we want other people to know that education makes a difference in your life. Having that high school diploma, having that college degree, it makes a difference. And it doesn't matter whether it's an academic or a technical or a vocational field. Whatever it is that you want to do, and this is another thing, whatever it is that you want to do, you may not want to be the doctor, you may want to be the auto mechanic. Be the best that you can be. Find your gifting, find what it is that you're good at, and be the absolute best, because everybody has a different gift, a different skill, a different interest, and that's why we've created the career paths as well with the Bahamas High School Diploma, so it allows you to pursue areas of interest and something that you think would be a possible career choice for you. And so we've remodeled our high school curriculum. Students are taking credit hours now. There's a grade point requirement. There's an attendance and punctuality requirement. There's a community service component. There's that job readiness component. And so it's a very comprehensive and holistic approach that we're taking to education. We realize that it's not a one-size-fit-all model of education approach that we can take now. And we need partners. We need the community. We need parents. We need aunts. We need grandparents. We need all hands on deck. And it's going to take all of us to put that emphasis on education, because that is going to be the means by which we change our country.
Well said, well said. So now, they've done school. What are they going to do for the summer, Mr. Director of Youth? What's out there?
Wow. I mean, between all of these fantastic speakers, I can't believe, Clint, that you want me to come after them. But Youth 242, turn up! That was dead, evidently. Yes, hashtag Youth Matter. You know, it's interesting that Nikki brought up quite a number of things. And I believe that we really have to look at parents, yes. We really have to look at the school system, yes. But I think that every adolescent, every young adult has to be an active participant in their own lives. And so for far too long, I see so many young people who are passive observers. Mommy makes the decisions for them, daddy makes the decisions for them, auntie, uncle, Grammy, the whole 9 yards. Because really, sometimes they ain't about nothing, they ain't for nothing, they're not motivated by anything. But really and truly, deep down inside, there's a motivation for every young person to do something and not to be afraid to stand out for that one thing that they want to be and they want to do. So I'm saying to young people out there, rise up. You're not a liability in the country. Indeed, you are an asset. And in being an asset, you have to find what is it that you can bring forward to contribute to your country, to make this country the best country ever. We have so many programs, so many systems put in place for young people to succeed. And the largest amount of apathy or grouping of individuals that we sometimes see apathy from are young adults. And so we have a summer that has so many jobs and so many programs and so many things going on. And what frustrates me most is that the persons that are knocking down our doors for a young person to get a summer job, in them, is their parents. And what I love to see is the young person that has that drive and has that interest that I don't really know what I want to do, but I want to do something. Help me to understand what my gifts and talents and the direction that those gifts and talents can direct me in. Because if you go on a job, and I say this, we give summer jobs to people every single year. I don't anticipate that next year we should have to hire you. What we are doing in the Ministry of Youth is we are partnering with private sector. Thank God for private sector, and I give them a round of applause because they take so many young people from us. And when they do this, they take a risk. But in doing this, they want to make certain that they give young people some type of apprentice opportunity. It is for you to seize the opportunity at the time that you enter the door.
There you go.
And never to return to the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture for another summer job. Because you would have secured from your ability to be punctual, from your ability to do your work and to do your job, from your ability not to be in a group. When you reach the summer job, you know, they go to a summer job for lunch. The same reason why some of them go to school, for lunch. And so it's not your responsibility to go to the job for lunch and to socialize. It is to go there to get relationships and to get opportunities for people to look at you and say, that person that I've just hired for this summer, I don't need the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture or the Ministry of Education to send me anyone because I want to keep them. So checkpoint. I started off at the age of 14 years old as a summer student in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Wow.
Checkpoint again. Today I'm the Director of Youth in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. My summer job and my commitment to that summer job opened up the opportunity for me to be the highest technical officer in a ministry where I used to be photocopying, filing, and making people coffee. Now, I'm in a position to tell someone, make me coffee.
Hello.
So what I'm saying is that every opportunity in your life as a young person is an opportunity for you to make the next step towards your greatest success. So we see high school. Yeah, that's fine. People graduate and they do well or whatever, and that's fine. Yes. But remember that it only takes one wrong step to make your life a failure. It only takes one opportunity for you to have a joint and to have possession of marijuana with the intent to supply at the age of 17, at the age of 16, to ruin your life for the rest of your life.
You're right.
And so you talk about employment and jobs. Well, Clint, and young people, you ain't going nowhere with a criminal record, with an employment or job. You could have BGCSE, BJC, the whole GCE, everything. But if you have a criminal record, the struggle will in fact be real. Beyond that, you got a criminal record and you ain't doing nothing while you was in high school. And we got some young people in 9th grade. 9th graders, if you out there, if you're going from 8th grade to 9th grade, you will not receive a summer job with us. And I mean, you will receive, but you can get paid $175. If you have, we have people who have BJCs in grade 9 that are working for us that's getting paid more than people in grade 12. Why? Because they committed themselves in grade 9 to at least get 3 BJC.
Right.
So in other words, be committed to the very things that you know will be the opportunity to give you access to something greater in life. So we like to get things straight after we graduate high school. No, get things straight every single day. Success don't happen instantly after you graduate. It don't happen after you graduate college. As much of a success that I am in my life, the first wrong decision that I make as a young person, I will move from success to failure very quickly. Now, I'm not saying there's not opportunity to step up and do some other things. yeah, you could be resilient from that. You could bounce back from a failure. In fact, I love what one of the other guests that you had on a previous show said. Make your failures or make your tribulations a room for you to conquer them. Successful. But my thing is young people, wise up. You're here for the summer. You have an entire summer to upgrade yourself. They slunk in. You failed through school all the way. July is summer school. Get your backside up.
That's right.
Go to summer school. Start over. And if you went to school for lunch from grade 10 and 11, for Jesus' sake, at least make grade 12 count. If you could dress up in prom clothes, dress up in prom clothes for something.
You're right.
And so with all that said, yes, we have jobs. Yes, we have opportunities. But the opportunities will not come to you. You have to go out there and get it. We're always willing and able at the Ministry of Youth. Always. 502-0736. You could find us on Facebook. You could go to Youth Zone and find us through Youth Zone. But the fact is that don't call us if you ain't coming with at least the willingness to do better. Because we could do bad all by ourselves.
I like that. I like that. I want to say thank you. Go ahead. I see you grab the mic like you're ready to say something. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I just want to build on what Darren said, for students to take responsibility and to realize that the opportunities are out there. There are tons of opportunities waiting for young people to grab a hold of. You have to figure out what they are. You have to go looking and searching for them. They're not going to fall in your lap. And you have to be aggressive enough and assertive enough to know that you want better for your life. You have to look at where you are now and determine, where do I want to be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What kind of life do I want as an adult? And look at those individuals around you. Some of you have, and some of us, all of us know people that are struggling. All of us know people that are doing very well. Which lifestyle do you prefer? And you have to be able to make those conscious decisions that will enhance the quality of your life. Because the decisions that you make today as a young person will impact you as an adult. And so you want to make sure that you start making those wise decisions from now. And so we just want to say thank you, Clint, for allowing us to sponsor the Youth Zone this year.
One more thing to say,
Sure.
right? I know, but hold on, this is important. We have to get this out. This is for the young people. Sometimes young people like to be creative. And sometimes young people like to go in summer employments with all kind of things, look in all kind of ways. I think it's important to note that there's a time in your life where you can be creative. That's great. But there's a time in your life that sometimes you have to comply with the standards of professionalism so that you can move up the ranks. Do not allow your over-creativity to destroy a potential opportunity. Please, we know you're creative, we know you're innovative, but I'm talking about some things. Tattoo all over your face and them kind of things. Green and yellow going, there's some things that professional environments will not allow in their spaces and not tolerate. I have a different view on some of those things, but that view doesn't matter. What matters is you want the opportunity from the people who are willing to give it to you if you simply rise to the standards that they have. And sometimes we have to get to their standard before we start creating standards of our own. And on that note, I rest.
To sum up what Darren said, first impressions are lasting impressions. And so young people, when you go somewhere, you have to make an impression. But like I was saying, Clint, it's been our pleasure sponsoring the Youth Zone. We've had some awesome opportunities to highlight the positive things happening in our public schools. And our public school students are doing awesome things. We have some dedicated, determined, committed teachers in our public school system. We have some very talented and bright students in our public school system, and the system is there to support you and to provide you with the opportunities for a better education and a brighter future. And so don't forget to check out the Ministry of Education's Facebook page. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can find us with Ministry of Education Bahamas, and our website is ministryoфeducationbahamas.com. And so we're available to you, and Clint, we'll be back in season 5.
Oh, we like to hear that, don't we? Like to hear that?
Yeah.
That's the best line all day. Thank you so much for being a part, Lexi.
Well, we're not out of talk, but we're out of time. So let's continue the conversation on our social media at our Facebook page, The Youth Zone, and Twitter page. We're at Youth Zone 242, or meet us on our interactive chat live at ZNSBahamas.com.
Don't you move. Our TYZ News is right after the break.
next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone. To save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Well, school is out, so we decided to feature a youth organization in our finale show that's doing some big things with culture. They're called the Teen Hawks, and they're the youth arm of the Genesis Junkanoo organization. Please welcome them to the Youth Zone.
Y'all brought y'all support. Okay, so introduce yourselves to us and tell us a little bit about your organization.
Well, my name is Joshua Brooks, and I am the treasurer of the Teen Hawks.
All right.
Well, my name is Vernicia Hudson, and I'm the co-treasurer of the Teen Hawks.
All right.
My name is Gregory K. Minnis Jr. I'm the public relations officer, the sergeant at arms, and chaplain of the Teen Hawks.
All right.
Well, my name is Anthony Watson, and I am the president of
You Anthony
Teen Hawks. Watson.
Oh boy. All right, go ahead. And you're the
president.
Oh, of course. Of course. All right, so Mr. President, start with you. Tell us a little bit about what the organization is all about.
Well, we are basically the youth arm of Genesis Junkanoo organization. Along with our mentors, they develop us to learn in a more structured and professional capacity.
So what has that been like for you? Most of you who are part of the organization, did you come having some kind of skill in music, or was it something that you just grew into?
I came with a skill with music. I can play, well, basically anything in Junkanoo besides trumpet.
Wow.
So I can go in any section I want to, but the tum-tums wouldn't let me go. So I'm a tum-tum drummer, a tomahawk.
A tomahawk. All right. Tomahawk. What are some of the things you've learned since being a part of the organization?
Well, for me, personally, I've learned to become a better leader, being one of the oldest out of the Teen Hawks and having the most positions. Just being able to lead these young people in a positive way. So I've learned just to become a better leader on the whole. I'm learning from my mentors. So that's basically it, just becoming a better leader.
I know a lot of people think Junkanoo is just really about, there's Junkanoo. But this seems to be more than just Junkanoo playing for an event. Tell me a little bit more. Is it really like a structured organization? I think that's the word some of you used. What happens outside of just preparing for Junkanoo?
Okay, well, it is a structured organization. They're training us to basically take over the group.
Wow.
So, like Mr. President here, you never know, he might be the next chairman of the group.
Wow.
And I might be the vice chairman, you never know. But they're just preparing us to be leaders, take over the group, basically.
Let's hear from somebody in the back row. For you, what has it been? Has it been more than just Junkanoo preparation for you? What are some things you've learned?
Well, personally, I learned everything relating to Junkanoo because in the past I had no past Junkanoo history or nothing. This was my first Junkanoo group. Joining last year, I couldn't even beat drum with sense. Like, you used to come to practice and used to be like, play right in the back. My first practice, I rushed like deep in the back, behind the last bass drummer. Now, I'm probably in the second front line, right behind all the senior men and thing, and I think it's just like amazing. Considering like, they didn't know me and they took me as one of their own. And now like, everybody knows my name, Joshua. Come right here, but what you doing in the back? Like, it's awesome.
What about you? Isn't that good? Great testimony. Yeah. What about you?
Well, for me, it was kind of cool that I was the first female inside the brass.
Wow.
So everybody looked to me as the young sister. So, well, inside this Junkanoo organization, we find out this to express ourselves with other people so that they would feel welcome into the group.
Awesome. I know, and I'm going to go there. Mm-hmm. We have this stigma in this country of when you hit Junkanoo, it's the big boys. What they call the big boys, the Saxons, the Valley Boys. Do you feel any pressure to want to be a part of those organizations? Do you feel less than because you're not a part of those organizations, or is the stigma really changing and now newer groups are now operating on the same level? How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel no way about it because I've rushed with one of those groups before, but they call us the underdogs. And why is there a fear if we have God by our side?
You heard it there first.
Genesis.
And to speak on that, I think they scared because every practice, after every practice, my boys from the Valley, but Joshua, when you coming over, dog, but when you come in here, but you could be in the front line for the Valley, you know. And the way I see it, but my group ain't doing me no wrong. My group treating me good, but I leave in my group to come to your group for the Russian bar.
We're just basically not trying to pick any fight. We're just trying to show people that we're here and we have no fear. You know, it's all about fun at the end of the day. It's not about competition. It's about reaching out to the community at the end of the day.
Jesus. Sorry, go ahead.
We don't want people to feel as if we're afraid of them, because we're not. We're just trying to show people they can't knock us around or underdog us because we is a new group. It doesn't make any sense to me. I just feel like it's all fun and games. We know at the end of the day what we came to do. And what we came to do is win, obviously, and also have fun and make people feel at home when they come to our group. So that's basically it.
Wow. What are y'all quiet? I mean, I'm just.
Well, you know.
Again, I'm so impressed that we have so many young people in our country. I can't say it enough, who are doing so many positive things. I mean, we really need to highlight more of these young people who are going somewhere, man.
Well, you know, firstly, this will be my first time congratulating the Genesis Warhawks on their win in the New Year's Day parade, because you know I'm a part of the 11 straight champions. So yeah, I just want to say congratulations on your win. And congratulations on moving up to the A category, and hopefully you will do big things there.
Y'all moved to the A category?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know.
You gotta
that.
keep up with the junk in the news.
Whatever. That's awesome. That's awesome. I just think that you need to be encouraged, because so many young men can find so many other things to do negatively, but you're proving that it's worth it, man. Young people are involved in positive vibes, doing some great things. We congratulate you guys and you young ladies for what you're doing. And all I can say is, man, we're looking forward to hearing y'all after the break. Y'all ready to rip up from here? This is our finale show. Y'all gotta carry on bad for us.
I mean, they ain't carrying
just before
colors.
we break, we just want to tell you guys, or let the community know that we're actually doing a lot of events.
Yes.
Right now we're doing our workshop in terms of teaching the Junkanoo community how to pace and trick costumes and stuff like that. And then we have another outreach coming up next month. It's going to be a beach cleanup. We're going to be partnering with another section in our group, the drumming section, the tum-tum section. And in August, we're going to be doing another outreach, reaching out to the community in Baintown. Because you know that's going to be a back-to-school time, so we're going to be reaching out to them.
Anything else you want to add to that?
He said that we're having a lot of events coming up. You don't have to be involved in Junkanoo once you want to learn, and is at any age category. So it doesn't matter.
So how can people find out what's going on? Do you have a Facebook page or something?
We have an Instagram page. It's Genesis Teen Hawk _ Teen Hawks, and our Facebook page is Genesis Teen Hawks.
Awesome.
So y'all can like and share.
Listen, man, continue to do well, and we look forward to seeing all these activities that are happening through the summer, keeping young people busy and active. Thank you. We don't go anywhere. Right up after the break, we're going to finally hear the Teen Hawks, and they're going to take our season out in grand style. Right after the break, stay close to the Youth Zone.
It's going down at the Youth Zone. We may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. At the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone. Save our nation. At the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
time that has been. We want one number from y'all. We want one more from y'all. But as you can see, we've been having a great party here on the season finale of the Youth Zone. It's been extremely an exciting season. What y'all got to say about that?
It was really nice.
Lexi?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Really
You had a lot of
interesting.
fun. You had a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great hanging out with you. Hit us up on Twitter at YouthZone242 or on our Facebook at The Youth Zone, or even email us at theyouthzone242@zennispalmas.com. We want to hear from you.
We definitely want to hear from you. It's been a great season 4. We look forward to seeing you in season 5. Have a great summer. Stay safe. And of course, you want to make sure you stay tuned to Youth Zone auditions. We'll let you know when those are going to be happening. You can get that. And don't forget to vote for the Youth Zone as a Caribbean Broadcasting Union People's Choice Awards recipient. That site is caribBroadcastUnion.org. It's on your screen right now. Go and vote for the Youth Zone. We look forward to seeing you at our audition season, as well as we look forward to seeing you in the fall for another great season of the Youth Zone. Have a safe summer. Goodbye, everybody. We leave you now with the sounds of the Genesis Teen Ox. We're going to continue our party. See you next season, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Junkanoo and Maya!